Before all else, there was the first. The first begot the divine council, and gave to them the formless plain Vian. So began the era of creation. From each god born the world, and each's image born mortals of divine intent. A period of harmony stretched eons. When the traitor god drew their attention, their children strayed from purpose. When order was restored, and the nameless god was slain, they raised avatars from each path to unify their lost creations. So began the era of reclamation. Under the Council of the Gods, who spoke through their anointed prophets, the whole of Vian was conquered under their grand divine empire. So lasted the era of prosperity. Then the gods disappeared. Their prophets died, and their great civilization collapsed. The mortals of Vian were severed from the purpose of their creators. Over time, the nations of the created rose. Among their greatest was the Parathan Empire. The radiant chosen of Our Lady Magic surged forward from the isolated mountains of Saris, armed with powerful spells, firearms, and the new science of alchemy. They struck down every army of each paltry kingdom that stood against them, and a second globe-spanning territory was within their grasp. Then the world ended. The titanic volcano Draeskaln spat forth its most powerful eruption, bringing with it quakes across the whole of Vian, and simultaneous explosions across each continent. The shell of the planet was shattered, and its air and seas were poisoned with ash. The Parathan collapsed within months. In time, the divinist faithful would call this day the Judgment, a reminder of how far they had grown from their parents. Their wondrous technologies would become the bones upon which the survivors would build the world to come. It is the year 1011, some 400 years since the Judgment. In the former Parathan capital of Ostale, a third state claims the mantle of empire. Under the unyielding fist of Anton Vernicali, their rise to power was fast and bloody. Their victory was all but assured by support from the Twilight Church, underworld community, and parastate corporations alike. Through alchemical technologies, the created reshaped the world around them and their own forms. Within the last year, they became creators in their own right, constructing sentient, fungal mechanical servants. The powers of the gods wane, and in the lost spaces of the world appear strange and unexplainable things. The souls of the dead no longer leave their bodies, requiring aspect priests of death to find and burn them. Aberrant mages rend reality, warping mutants no more strange or hostile than those escaped from mortal laboratories. The lingering divinists yet await a return of the Council to restore Vian to its former paradise. The wandering legions of the gods stand ready in the western deserts, awaiting the order of their final activation. Whole cities have been swallowed by tears in reality. Among those mortals who remain in the glittering city-states, bleak wasteland settlements, and isolated hovels, each tries to find a way forward. So continues the era of silence.